Hi, this is Ilma from Ilma Art Studio, and this is the photograph for today. And this is one of the conservations in Orangeville, Ontario, where I live, and people go there for fishing. Hi, good evening. I'd like to share to you today my poem devotional entitled Complacency Destroys, and this is extracted from Proverbs 1 verse 32, which says, "Fools are destroyed by their own complacency." And here's the poem. Complacency destroys. When people disregard their blessings, they become needy and start complaining. When someone clings to comfort, they wouldn't want to rock the boat. Fools are destroyed by complacency. They feel at ease with non-action or passivity. They would rather not change the status quo. They don't want to move forward or to be on the go. And here is the essay part of the devotional. Complacency leads to ruin. Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines complacency as a feeling of being satisfied with how things are and not wanting to try to make them better. The Bible tells us that fools are destroyed by their own complacency. Genesis 1:27 says that man is made in God's image. So if we are made in God's likeness, aren't we also perfect like Him? Why would anyone just want to be comfortable with where they are at? Romans 12 verse 2 also tells us to constantly renew our minds. So if we get stuck in negative behavior and thinking, it will hamper us from moving forward and fulfilling God's promises in our lives. The parable of the three servants in the Bible clearly tells us how God rewards good stewards. He entrusts us with gifts and talents, and if we don't use and multiply them, it will be taken away from us. Complacency blocks us from receiving our blessings. Prayer. Lord, show me how to embrace changes and renewal. Reflection. How does complacency block growth? And here is the testimonial part of the devotional. I've always have a reaction when I see people being very complacent. I think I know I have confessed to God that I usually judge them, and I've asked God forgiveness for that judgment. But I think that we are always called for victory, for excellence, and God wants that from us because He designed us to be excellent and victorious in doing our things. But also we have to caution ourselves because sometimes we can just overachieve and achieve and achieve and not let God's grace and mercy run our life. And in that way, if we do that, then we're focusing more on our self-effort, which is, we're not saved by our works, but we are saved by God's grace and mercy. Now, complacency is very prevalent in our society because a lot of people are holding on to so much comfort. They do stuff, they work hard, but then as soon as they do get what they are working for, they start becoming complacent, and then they start becoming just satisfied with what they have. I'm not talking about gaining wealth or riches, but what I'm trying to say is that we need to constantly grow. We need to constantly renew our mind, constantly change for a better person, constantly try as much to understand and know God and have an intimate relationship with Him, because that way, if we know what God is, then we would know what we were designed for. And so I think being complacent is, or being passive about things that are happening in your life, and you don't care about other people, but only, you know, to achieve your goals and your interests. And I think that it will destroy you eventually if you're just being complacent. So, as the proverb says, fools are destroyed by their own complacency. I caution you to take a look at how you're living your life, and ensure that you are not falling into the pit of complacency. God bless. Good night. And till next devotional, I'd like to invite you to check my other works at my website at www.ilmaarts.com. That's ILMAARTS.com. Thanks for watching.